Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your reading for the weeks of November 5th through 18th, 2024. This is a reading if you're a Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, or have another significant Taurus placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back. Check the description box below for a link to my website and also to my social media. If you want to follow me there, find out more about what I do and the services that I offer. So I'm going to jump right into this. I don't want to, I spend a lot of preliminary time on stuff in these readings a lot of the time. So I want to kind of just bypass that and jump in. And it's interesting. There's some things in your reading that are so similar to Aries, which I think is crazy. And mind you, I've shuffled these cards really well before starting the next reading. So it's not so much, not that I didn't do that. But yeah, you've got Ankh in the first house, as Aries did. So this is about, there seems to be this focus again on you and what you love, what means something to you. And with Knight of Swords here, there's a sense that you are anxious to go jumping in. You may want to go charge into something head first. But Knight of Swords cautions you not to be careful with your words. It tells you to be careful with your actions. You may be impatient or in a rush, which is definitely a Taurian trait, to achieve what you want. So stay in the heart space here, whatever it is that you're doing. Swords energy can be too mental. We can make fast judgments, snap judgments about people, even about ourselves in this house. So definitely be careful, be aware that you may be in a space where you are rushing too quickly or jumping to snap judgments, and be kind to yourself here, because this is definitely saying that we're moving into the heart space. Now, second house, your own energy, Taurus. Yeah, there seems to be something with your finances and your, different things that are going on. You have the Nine of Wands with Pyramid. So yeah, Nine of Wands is something we've gone around with a number of times. It's draining our energy. We may be exhausted. We may be feeling like this is wounded warrior energy. Like, okay, not this crap again, with finances or with anything else. But Pyramid suggests we are in a test with regard to our finances, and so there's a need to hang tight, Nine of Wands is also about pushing through to the finish line. So both of these seem to indicate that there's something going on financially where it's just like, look, you may be feeling tired, overwhelmed, discouraged right now, but there is going to be a push forward to the finish line. So just hang in there is what both of these cards seem to be saying. So let's get into your cards that have to do with your potentially... Again, everybody's going to be different. This is a general reading, but let's look into career and job matters and things like that. Now, third house is the starting place because this is about commerce. This is about communications, messages we have with people. If you have your own business, that will apply to this house. If you don't, then this is just going to be more generally about messages. But we have Scarab with the Ace of Chalices. So there's a new beginning here, perhaps a new love relationship even, perhaps... you're going to be, this is going to be a new start in communication with somebody. I mean, aces bring new beginnings, and so does the Scarab. And aces are emotionally satisfying new beginnings. So that this is not about love. This could just be about something that's close to your heart, like some new beginning that's coming in that is just what you want. And if I look at the sixth house, okay, this is your house of work. Yeah, and this is interesting because Sphinx is also what showed up for Aries, but Sphinx is about waiting and seeing on something. This could have to do with a health matter. This could have to do with a concern. It can also have to do with work. If you work for somebody, if you have a 9-to-5 job, I feel like that falls into this, but any kind of service you're doing for others. And yeah, again, you had the Ace of Chalices here, the Page of Chalices here. So there's a sense of a message about something new. So I feel like this could be a new opportunity, possibly new love, but also just possibly new, something new that appeals to the heart. Something, again, that makes you feel maybe something you're anxious to jump into, but this may be saying that there's a reason to wait, to make sure you have all the information before you jump in. Yeah, in your 10th house of career, wow, you've got Judgment with Thoth. So there's a strong karmic thing going on here. There's some big change coming on in terms of your own personal authority, of how people see you. Judgment is like awakening to the truth. This is like you seeing something, you making a decision. And Thoth says things happening at the karmic kind of right time, things coming in when they're supposed to. For some of you, this could have to do with academics, it could have to do with writing, it could have to do with healing, but it doesn't necessarily have to do with those things. Those are just the associations of Thoth. And judgment just seems to indicate that there's some final decisions being made in terms of your career, and it may be based on some of these new messages that are coming in, like these new opportunities, perhaps to do with what you love, excuse me, or to work with somebody that you love. Now, let me jump into your fourth house of home and family. Now, you have the Nine of Pentacles with Osiris, so you tend to be kind of on your own right now. So you tend to be kind of on your own right now, Taurus. And Nine of Pentacles is about being financially independent, being free. And Osiris is definitely about this energy of being in your own space and, you know, doing what you want. It may be trying to achieve stability and financial independence as well. And again, we have a 9 here, and we have a 9 in your own house of Taurus. So this 9 energy seems to indicate, again, there's this sense of 9s are almost at completions. 10s have to do with completion. And interestingly, you have a 10 in the 8th house of transformation. Now, this is Horus with 10 of Pentacles. For somebody, this is definitely money coming in from an inheritance or from family or from something like that. And maybe it's something that's going to provide financial independence down here. But the fact that we have the 9 of Wands here, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles here, 10s are endings, but 10 of Pentacles has to do with monies, and typically monies, again, that come in from family, and Horus is a strong family card. And this is showing up in your 8th house. So this is Leo energy. It's like the sun is about to shine on your house of transformation. This can also have to do with your job and with your legacy. 10 of Pentacles is a house of legacy, but in the 8th house, it feels like there's a family situation that's coming to an end. And it could be something financial. So it could be, let's just say, if you have a family member who's been sick for a long time and passes away, and then, you know, finances that are sorted out and so forth. That could be what it is. It could be just you are coming into a period where you are, I don't know, you are finishing something up and being recognized for what you do. I mean, the fact that Judgment also shows up in your 10th house. I mean, this is also a card of endings. There's a lot here about endings or coming close to the end, and they seem to be around family and seem to be around money and possibly even around your career and legacy here. So, so take it as it resonates for yourself, Taurus. Let's look at your 9th house of expansion, which is your Jupiter energy. And this is the house of Sagittarius. So this could be long distance travel, higher ed, spirituality, and also potentially legal matters. And you have Crook and Flail here. So this is a strong legal card here. So there may be some legal things coming up. And the fact that I see this here, I don't know. I feel like there's, even if it's not from family, it feels like there's monies that are owed to you in some way. Or maybe you've been going around in a legal battle for some time and it's going to come to an end. Again, going to be different for everybody. But we have it with the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is like somebody who is determined to get what they want. King of Wands can also be somebody who's coming in to help you out in some way. This is strong fire energy, so Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And this is that Sagittarius house. But again, kings represent an ending, the culmination, like saying, I'm applying my energy and I am going to get what I want. And this is also, if there's no legal matters going on, then Crook and Flail can certainly indicate just being recognized or being disciplined. This is a card of authority in a house of like higher education. So maybe you're recognized as a leader in something, whether it be spiritual or whether it be academic or something else. Whether it could be even a long journey connected to a particular person here. And maybe legal matters are involved. Maybe there's some kind of legal matters at a distant place that are going on as well. All of these things are possible here, but I'm feeling very strongly that there's some kind of an ending here regarding finances, family, something that's going to come at a certain time that is almost karmic in nature, okay? That's going to finish certain things off for you. And now we have the King of Wands here, but we have the Queen of Wands over here in your house of friendship and manifestation. So you've got a lot of this wand energy, King and Queen of Wands together with water. So water to me suggests, I mean, again, some of you may be making an overseas journey for something, or at least a journey far away. But there's some kind of a shift and change. Now, the Queen of Wands, again, could be a different person. This could be another fire sign woman. But I feel like this is, again, about recognition, about being beautiful, about people seeing your power, about things like that. There's, again, strong fire energy here. So, again, these could be people. King and Queen of Wands could be friends who are helping you. But for some of you, I feel like this is a relationship of some kind, whether it's a friendship, just somebody in your social network, something that's going to move ahead and where you're going to be recognized. There's a lot of cards here about you finally being recognized for something. And again, some kind of financial issue finally being resolved in some way. You know, between Horus and the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, there's definitely a sense here that you are about to come into the spotlight, and that certain matters related to, you know, even though there's some difficulties with finances right now, you're about to kind of come into your own in some way, Taurus. So you can take it as it resonates, whether this has to do with family. A lot of it may depend. I think a lot of it's going to depend also on where Scorpio lands in your chart. That may be the place, because we just had a Scorpio new moon that can potentially open a lot of things up for people. And there is profound change going on in the month of November, not just collectively, but individually. So pay attention to that. And yeah, and with this Wands energy, there's a lot of fire. So that's the Mars energy. I feel like this month, the Mars energy has been interpreted very negatively, like the potential for violence, but it's in Cancer, or it's at the last degrees of Cancer. So I almost feel like it's like, no, this is like we are really being pushed towards what the heart desires, or pushed towards resolving family or ancestral issues. Like, I feel like that's really what's coming to the fore here. Moving into the space of the feminine, or the aspects of the feminine that are more the warrior feminine, you know? And if we go to the 12th house of Pisces, which is the other water house that we have, you have Anubis with the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles seems to indicate, yeah, there may be a fear here of poverty. There may be a fear of being alienated from people with what you're doing. But Anubis is telling you that whatever's going on right now, you are not delusional. Anubis in the 12th house is an absolute sign that you are not delusional about something, okay? So, yeah, I just feel like there's something going on. There's some decision you're making that you feel is going to alienate you either from friends or from family, but you're not. Now, let's look at your house of relationships here. And now, mind you, fifth house is the house of joy. It's the house of creativity, of children, but also of love affairs, which is why I look at it as a love house. Now, you have Earth with the King of Swords. So, okay, Earth here. Now, maybe there's money to be made from a creative project here, okay? And King of Swords suggests looking at the facts of a situation. This is somebody who's not particularly emotional. Neither of these are particularly emotional cards. This could be a sensual card. You could be looking at somebody who's an earth sign or an air sign. So earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be those. But there does seem to be somebody here potentially of that kind of a sign. Maybe somebody with a financial offer over something creative that you're doing, or maybe there's a creative project. But I also kind of feel like in terms of love, you have somebody who may be very focused on money and maybe focused on business right now and not on love. Okay, this could be you, this could be another person. And yeah, we are seeing blocks right here in the 7th house, which I also saw for Aries, which is interesting. And we have it with this this Capricorn energy. There's somebody here, and with the Magician, there's somebody here who's concerned with manifesting, with doing stuff. There's a lot of strong masculine energy here that seems to be blocking relationship right now, or is creating an issue where love and romance may not be moving ahead, or you may have a partner who is so absorbed in work and so forth right now that, you know, and maybe even they're beginning a new project or something, or trying to manifest something. But as a result, you know, this is causing delays, setbacks, or maybe even tension in a love situation. So Right now, this is a period of time where there still seems to be that kind of thing sorted out. Now, Pluto is moving out of Capricorn. This reading ends on the 18th. Pluto moves into Aquarius on the 19th for the next 20 years. So, yeah, we're definitely moving into a new space where we are going to be called to, we're moving out of that Capricorn space, which is that, and Capricorn positively is exactly that taut energy. It's that, and interestingly, one of the things I saw was that if you have Taurus ascendant, particularly, that the Scorpio energy is going to affect your 7th house of relationships. So this may be specifically for those of you who are Taurus ascendant. Yeah, that there's something here that somebody may be stuck in a very old Capricornian kind of pattern and needs to make a change, needs to make a move, needs to, I mean, this is number 1 card, right? There's a need to do something different here. Yeah, so overall you have Urias, which seems to indicate there's going to be unexpected changes coming in, and 3 of Swords seems to indicate that these may cause certain separations, or they may just make you feel alone right now, or feel like you are talking to yourself about certain things, or they may even be separating you from certain people because somehow you are branching out onto your own path in some way. The other part of the 3 of Swords, though, is that this may be an opportunity for you to heal past hurts, okay? So Urias indicates something taking a twist and turn that we don't exactly expect. So, but I often see Urias as a positive card, not a negative one. So whatever's going on right now, whatever the appearances are of things, maybe it doesn't even appear like things are ending right now, but I feel like, but they are. And there may be some sudden changes, and this may mean, I feel like this does mean that you're going to need to separate from a person, from a situation. Maybe it's just a matter of figuring out, again, what works for you and not what everybody else expects of you or what they want of you, or what the social script is. There's a strong feeling here, Taurus, that you're moving away from some kind of a social script. So let's see what the Moonology cards have to say for you. So Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. What does Taurus need to know? Let's see. Oh, okay. We have the Full Moon in Cancer card. A personal issue reaches resolution. Now let me read to you what that's about, and I'm gonna use my little flashlight here, my little torch, because I was trying to read it for Cancer, and I was really having a hard time because it's not that dark in here, but my eyesight's not that great. So it says, okay, things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. Okay, so there you go. And there's the Mars energy. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds a time to deal with any family issues coming up, like I said. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. Yeah, we see that challenge. This card also suggests that both a domestic matter or a private issue will soon come to a head, and that it's a great time potentially to move house if you want to do that. Now, I'm not really seeing that here, but okay, some of you might be doing that. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is the time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. And it says it may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner, like a crab. So yeah, this is Cancer, so there's definitely a family focus here. And yeah, there may be just a need right now, maybe in relationships and things. There could be some separations, or there could be a need to heal from past wounds in order of dealing with people. You may be operating from a space that's in the past where you are automatically, where you may be behaving in kind of an automatic way, triggered by past situations or past things. And this is saying that, or you just may have partners. I feel like some of you are interested in people or have partners who are just so absorbed in their work and what they're doing that emotionally they have been unavailable lately. And that may be part of the problem here too. Maybe you're feeling cut off But Uriah seems to indicate not all is as it appears, and it does seem like there's something here either rooted in family or in a past situation, or just a need to clear up something emotionally here. So yeah, very interesting reading here. There's definitely a sense of something coming to an end. Strong family vibes. And right now with relationships, like if you're looking for a new relationship right now, it seems like something maybe still slowly building, but it's not really, you're not really there yet. There's still more work to be done. So anyway, I hope this reading helps you, Taurus. If you did enjoy this reading, please hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment if you choose, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified about future videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.